Hello, I'm Wolfgang Verheyen from QBuild Software CADLink, and today we will show you the integration of IFS CADLink with 3DExperience. We will transfer this BOM to IFS via CADLink. You see the structure here in 3DExperience, and there we have the CADLink button, and once by pushing that button, we will now start the integration of CADLink to IFS. CADLink is now connecting to IFS, and what we see over here is the result of the comparison between 3DExperience and IFS. You do see different colors here in the grid of the BOM as we saw in 3DExperience, and the different colors have a different meaning. So the white lines show you that those items already exist in IFS. That means if we store the data, nothing will happen to those items except those ones which have yellow fields, like this one over there. You see that the CAD description is a different one than the ERP description. So in CADLink, we choose already a description of ERP, but you can do that in the settings to say which one should be shown in CADLink. So if we change it to the CAD description, you see in the display that the description has been changed. So when I save the data, it will be changed in IFS. You see that in the quantity as well, that we have different values in some of the parts, but those will not be changed. Those will only be updated in ERP since we don't change the model. In another column, like a unit of measure, we have an error. That means we look for the data in IFS already. So here you see one of the rules which are laying behind to check IFS. You are not allowed to change a unit of measure to an existing part, as this would lead to a conflict in IFS later on when you do materials resource planning, for example. So we need to look for another one. So we have a gray line over here. This is a new item. That means this will be created in IFS later on. And if we go into the unit of measure over here, there we can change the unit of measure. And the drill down you see here is the drill down of the master data setup in IFS. So we only take data out of IFS to make sure that you get the 100% quality of data you are transferring from 3DExperience to IFS. So I select one over here, like the piece, and you see this display for the new item in that row. We have a gray line over here. The gray lines tells me that we have two different revisions, one in IFS already and one new in 3DExperience. So this line item over there is in IFS in that revision, but also in the new one of 3DExperience, it wasn't any longer there. So that means that this part will not be saved in the new revision of that bill of material in IFS. So this is an information just only in gray that this item will disappear in the new version of that BOM. So then we can save all the things which we have seen here in IFS. But let me show you something else. So we have on the right hand side a summary of all the changes which will be done in IFS later on. So if you have a large BOM over there, then it's probably very nice just to have a short overview of the things which will be changed and not the full BOM. So therefore we have made this summary over there. There is another screen part which you can choose is the CAD data. And that's very nice for the engineers because they do not have the need to leave CADLink to have a look on the data in 3DExperience again. So if I choose one of the items in my bill of material, you see all the attributes I have in 3DExperience. I can see them there in my CAD data overview. The Messages tab is very important. This screen must always be white because if we have critical errors over there, the save button would not be active. We only save data which hasn't any critical errors in its BOM to make sure that we do not produce any issues in IFS later on. So you see my message screen is white, and now I can save my data to IFS. He's saving all the parts. He's saving all the bill of materials, as we do have a sub-assembly in here there. At the end, he's asking me, and it's one of the settings as well, if we want to update the CAD properties, and I'm saying now yes, because I want to have the part descriptions in both systems common. And then he is updating my description in the CAD properties as well. I will do a refresh. Remember position 1.4, which was new entry in IFS. And this one is now white because it's existing in IFS. And that shows the engineer, okay, my data has been processed. And you see within a few minutes, you have all your data available in IFS out of 3DExperience. And then we are finished with the save, and then have a look in IFS. We should have a look in the engineering parts, search for the item we just created, and there you see the item is over there, and we have transferred the new item into IFS.